Hello everyone, we're the Batty Bat family, and today we're going to be teaching you all about bats and our viruses. I'm Tangy the Orange Fruit Bat, here to tell you about my favorite subject, bats. Bats have been around for a really long time, nearly 52.5 million years. Bats are the only mammals capable of powered flight. We also eat a range of different things. This includes insects, fruits, pollens, and sometimes blood. But don't be alarmed, we don't drink human blood. But if there's any farm animals in the audience, watch out. Anyways, I'm getting off track and becoming a bit hungry. What are viruses? If you've ever had a common cold, you've had a virus. Viruses are infectious microscopic entities that contain DNA or RNA proteins that replicate in an organism's cell. They have spikes for attaching themselves to target cells, an envelope that protects the protein coat, and the nucleic acid. This diagram shows the process of a virus entering a cell. The virus attaches itself on the surface of the cell, hijacks the process inside the cell, inserts its own DNA, and then transcription of that virus begins. Bats are a natural host for viruses. According to the scholarly article, Bats and Viruses, A Death-Defying Friendship, more than 130 types of viruses have been recognized to come from bats, including around 60 types of zoonotic viruses which are extremely pathogenic in humans. But how do they deal with carrying so many? The key here is interferons. Interferons interfere with virus replication. They are signal proteins released from infected cells that tell other cells that they should protect themselves, signal infected cells to die, and ramp up white blood cell production to stimulate an immune response. Some species of bats have a larger number of genes for making interferons. For example, the Egyptian fruit bat has 46 genes for making interferons, while humans have about 20. Bats have multiple interferon protection techniques, ones that are ready to protect against viral replication, and one that speeds up immune activity after a viral threat has appeared. This combined with the large number of interferons gives bats an interesting response to viral invasion. Another way bats control their viruses is their flight ability. Bats are the only mammals capable of long flight migrations. These long migrations help to spread viruses to non-migratory bat species. Bats are able to fly because of hollow bones without bone marrow. Their lack of bone marrow is another reason why bats are easy hosts for viruses. Without bone marrow, bats cannot produce B cells needed for an immune response. Flight is helpful for fighting viruses because flight raises a bat's metabolic rate up to 34 times their resting rate. In comparison, birds' metabolic rate only doubles. This also increases the metabolic waste produced by bats. Metabolic waste produces chemicals that can shred cellular machineries and DNA in a virus. The flight as a fever hypothesis suggests that an increased body temperature while flying could also provide a metabolic mechanism for virus survival without causing any disease. Look who it is. It's my friend Melon. I'll pass the mic to them.
Hi, I'm Melon, and I'm going to be talking about what facilitates or helps spread bat viruses. There are many factors that can make a virus successful. However, there are two prime factors when it comes to facilitating the spread of bat viruses. The first one is rain. Research has found that areas with greater climatic range, especially rainfall, has really helped facilitate the spread of viruses. Now someone get me an umbrella. Oh, okay, that's better. This means that bats in places like tropical hotspots will tend to have more viruses and spread viruses more easily. This is because greater climatic ranges may facilitate greater virus speciation through habitat diversity, which brings me to my next point. Diversity is the biggest factor when it comes to facilitating viruses. This includes not only habitat diversity, but bat species richness as well. This is because certain viruses will be able to find their niche, and also because viruses will be able to evolve through the different bat species and become stronger and stronger. Even though bats carry a lot of viruses, this does not mean we are scary or bad like some people think we are. We're actually pretty cute. Check this out. And we are very important for our ecosystem and our world. Here's just a few examples. And that's all I have for you. But look, here comes my friend Strawberry, an expert on viruses. I'll pass the video along to them.
Hello everyone, my name is Strawberry, and I'm here to talk to you about some cool projects human scientists have done to study us bats. Did you know that bats can actually get infected with the flu, just like people? Scientists are particularly interested in which versions or subtypes of the flu bats can get. One study published in 2021 took a closer look at a subtype called H9N2 in Latin American fruit bats. Scientists shot one type of H9N2 that was related to birds and another type of H9N2 that was related to bats right into the noses and mouths of several groups of bats. Pow, pow, pow! They found that the bird-related H9N2 didn't have much of an impact on the bats, but the bat-related H9N2 caused an infection in a significant number of the bats. In a different study published in 2019, scientists wanted to investigate the presence of the HL18NL11 virus in grapefruit-eating bats. Get ready, because the way they did this was kind of gross. In this study, scientists looked at the intestines of 533 dead fruit bats to learn more about HL18NL11. One of the most important findings to come out of this study was the knowledge that HL18NL11 may have the potential to infect humans. Oh my gosh, look who it is now.
Hello everyone, I'm Raspberry, and I'm going to talk about bat-to-bat virus spread. It is interesting to notice that viruses can spread from bats to bats. When scientists started on the spread of viruses among bats, they have further found that how the habitat is like could influence the spread of virus. Here we could see the picture of the researcher Tamika J. Lewin. She conducted research regarding the spread of hantavirus among flying frogs, which is the largest bat in the world. The finding is that when there are fewer trees but more bats per tree, as is shown on the left side, the likelihood of outbreaks of viruses is much higher. In this case, it is more likely to have successful outbreaks of viruses, and the epidemic will be larger and faster, and the virus will extinct sooner. The results tell us that we may artificially change the habitat of bats to control the spread of viruses on bats, and as a result, reduce the viruses spread to human beings.
And that brings us to the end of our video on bats and their viruses. Thanks for watching.